Good morning, Mom, and to my fellow future educators. I am Christian Peralta, and I am going to discuss about the Philippine forest and mineral resources. But before we proceed to our thorough discussion, may I present to you our learning objectives. At the end of the topic discussion, you are expected to define forest and mineral resources, enumerate types of forests and mineral resources found in the Philippines, and show significance of forests and mineral resources by creating a poster slogan. So I hope you're all ready to learn. So without further ado, let's begin. When we imagine forest, we picture trees. But forest is more than just a collection of trees. A forest is a biotic community composed of different animals, trees, and organisms live and interact with each other. Meanwhile, mineral resources are those metallic and non-metallic, which are used in making jewelry, to make cars, computers, appliances, concrete roads, houses, fertilizer, electrical transmission lines, and etc. In this topic, we will take a deeper understanding about the types of forests and kinds of mineral resources present in our country, Philippines, its significance to humankind and to the nation itself. Let's start with forest. When we say forest, it is a community of trees, shrubs, herbs, and associated plants and organisms that cover a considerable area that use oxygen, water, and soil nutrients as the community attains maturity and reproduces itself. The word forest is derived from a Latin word forest, means outside. It is one of the most important natural resources of the earth. Approximately one-third of the earth's total area is covered by forests. And don't you know that it is called lungs of the earth, as the world's environment owes much of its state of health to the presence of forests. So too does human survival and welfare. Now, we proceed to the types of forests. First, we have mangrove forest. The mangrove forest has trees that have special root formations. The fruits and the seeds of the mangrove trees can survive, can germinate, and can float in the seawater. This type of forest is tidal and it can be found along the glade seashore as well as in the tidal zones in the river estuaries. Second, we have beech forest. The beech forest can be found along the beach. This kind of forest forms a narrow strip along the sandy coast of the beach. Third one is Mulabi forest. Mulabi forests are those in the Philippines where mulabi trees grow. A mulabi is a tree that grows with a crooked trunk. It reaches heights of up to 82 to 89 feet or 25 to 30 meters tall. The wood of this tree is valuable because it is hard, yellow wood that is durable. Fourth one is Dipterocarp forest. The Dipterocarp forest covers the largest forest areas in the Philippines. It is situated from the coastal flats going up to approximately 800 meters in the altitude. The Dipterocarp forest is the biggest source of lumber supply in the country. The fifth one is the pine forest. The pine forest is usually developed in the country's high plateau regions. This is in the altitude ranging from 7 to 8 meters above the sea level. Number 6, Mossy forest. The mossy forest can be found along the mountains in about 1,200 altitude high. Most of the mountainous areas have moist climate in which mossy forests mostly develop. Since we've talked about these kinds of forests, Now, let's enumerate its advantages or importance. First, it provides lumber, in which our country is one of the major exports, and it is also important for the constructions. Second, it provides papers and pencils that we use in schooling. Third, trees prevent flooding, erosions, and they provide oxygen, food shelters for the wildlife, and it serves as barrier against different calamities. Fourth, forests also help to alleviate psychological stress arising from the trials of modern society. Fifth one is they provide the opportunity for relaxation and meditation, which can lead to the development of ecotourism. Number six, they are the home for many animals and birds, thus they preserve the biodiversity. Number seven, they maintain the ecological balance. And lastly, they provide a medicinal value resulting in the making of many medicinal drugs. And now, let's talk about the mineral resources. Minerals are natural substances, usually comprising inorganic element or compound having an orderly internal structure and characteristics, chemical composition, crystal form, and physical properties. Any concentration of these minerals with a potential economic value that can be extracted at a profit is considered a mineral resource. Despite its small area, the Philippines is one of the world's richly endowed countries in terms of mineral resources. In 1994, the estimated levels of metallic and non-metallic mineral reserves stood at 7 billion metric tons and 50 billion metric tons respectively. The mining industry plays a very important role in the country's economic development. For one, the industry provides employment opportunities to a significant portion of the population directly and indirectly. The launching of a mining project spurs local and regional economic development as mining firms invest in road infrastructure, utilities, and other facilities within the mine site. Mining likewise contributes to the country's foreign exchange earnings through exports. Furthermore, the industry provides additional revenues for the government through taxes and fees paid on mining and other related activities. The mining activities involve operations that have significant impact on the environment. In most facets of the mining activities, there is always the potential of environmental and ecological problems, from the construction of mining facilities, the extraction of ore, to the processing of minerals. Mineral resources are non-renewable. Once extracted, the ore is gone, and it will take a very long time to replenish. Mining activity, therefore, is faced with a sustainability issue. Serious implications may arise if this issue is not properly addressed. While the construction of the asset account for the other natural resources is undoubtedly important, it is more crucial for the minerals because of the exhaustibility of these resources. Among our important metallic minerals found in abundance in various parts of the country include gold, copper, nickel, silver. And the most prolific copper and gold producers in the Philippines are found in the Baguio and Mancayan districts, province of Benguet. Although the Surigao-Davao districts are also contributing much to Philippine gold production, Major producers of nickel are in Palawan and Surigao. Some of our mineral resources of the Philippines are: first is gold. It is a bright, slightly reddish yellow, dense, soft, malleable, and ductile metal. One of the most popular mineral in the world because of its value. Gold are used in making rings, necklaces, and more. Second is copper. It is a ductile metal with very high thermal and electrical conductivity. Pure copper is soft and malleable. A freshly exposed surface has a reddish-orange color. It is used as a conductor of heat and electricity. Almost 65% of produced copper is used in electrical applications because copper is popular with its high conductivity. It also has a distinct color of reddish brown. Next is silver. Commonly used in jewelry, silverware, dental industry, and photograph, silver is actually the highest electrical and thermal conductor, but not typically used because of its higher price than copper. Next is nickel. Nickel is a silvery white lustrous metal with a slight golden tinge. Nickel belongs to the transition metals and is hard and ductile. Commonly used as metal additive, it is one of the most important mineral that is used in alloy making. Added because of its hardness and allows less oxidation and corrosion to a metal once added with bromide. Last but not the least is iron. Iron ore is one of the Philippines' largest mineral deposits and is not being extracted at present. This was due to the higher cost of production, making the local prices of iron not competitive to world prices. I hope you have understood the Philippine forest and mineral resources, their types and kinds, as well as their significance and uses. To conclude, it is right to be familiar with the forest and mineral resources found in our country, and it really takes discipline and responsibility to protect and preserve these natural resources. As we all know, forest plays a pivotal role in the ecosystem. It gives a lot of benefits to us humans. Trees from forest provides lumber that we can use from construction and other matters. Also gives us food to consume and also raw materials for our necessities. Because of the benefits that we can get from trees, humans tend to abuse the forest, resulting to deforestation. Development of human lives compromise our nature. People flatten every forest just to build infrastructures such as buildings, roads, bridges, etc. without considering to give back every tree we cut and consume. Today, only few areas of forest left. At this point, we need to take action to start restoring our forests and regain the old state of our environment for our future and for the next generation. Meanwhile, our mineral deposit is not infinite. It has its limit. So we should be responsible and refrain from exploiting our mineral resources. We should all get involved, be vigilant, and participate. Let's make sure that the right decisions are made. After all, It is not just the present Filipinos that will get affected, but the future generations. That ends my topic discussion, and I hope you've learned a lot. Thank you for watching and have a great day ahead.